I'm not going to cover the HUD code today. I will say that it is in a function called draw HUDs in the game file, and it's relatively straightforward. All I do is create some images and some counters and stuff like that, and then I add enter frame event listeners. And the enter frame event listeners will go through and look at these counts, and every frame they will change these little counters under here so that they reflect the number of traps that you currently have in your inventory. For example, if I were to walk over this white one, I think that's the leaf storm. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. There. So we walked over the trap. That code incremented our leaf storm counter by 1, and the very next frame, the enter frame in the HUDs code, said, hey, oh, that's changed, so let's change the value of this counter on the screen. That's all it does. It's not used for anything else. It's purely to reflect visually how many you've got. The other thing that the HUDs do is they show you which trap you have selected as your drop trap. So if I were to right-click on the screen right now, I would try to drop a mouse trap, but because I have none, nothing would happen. All of that code is in the HUD code, and so if people want to see how that is updated, they should take a look. And it's also worth noting that when you click the tab key, tabbing will go to the next one, and then you tab again, it will go back to this one. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can only have one drop selected at a time. Okay, so we've created the chest. We dropped it. Let's go ahead and deal with how the player picks it up. I'm sorry, we already did that. We've got the collision code. That leads us to drops. So let me demonstrate some drops first. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to start us off with an inventory of 10. So I'm going to go into common, and I'm going to look at line 48 through 50. I'm going to set my initial mousetrap, leaf storm, and spike trap counts to 10. Then when I restart the game, you'll have 10 of each. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I can drop any trap I want. So I'm going to drop a bunch of mouse traps, and you can see how they function. I do this by walking anywhere I want and right-clicking. Right-clicking drops the currently selected trap. Now I think that as soon as I unpause this, I'm going to die because he's going to be a bit close, and I may have messed up here. But what's supposed to happen, as soon as this dude hits the trap, he's walking towards me, the trap will trigger, it will kill the zombie, and the trap will destroy itself. It's a one-off trap. So let's go ahead and, you know what we'll do? I'll restart this and make a ring of these around me. So there we go. Now we can see these guys walking into it. Boom. So one zombie, one trap. They're sort of useful, but they're kind of lame too because you can't kill multiple zombies with one trap. However, if you want to kill multiple zombies with one trap, you can. In fact, let's just get these guys rounded up into a circle first. That'll make my life easier.
It'd be cool if you could trap the zombies, convert them into zombie soldiers, and then send them out against the other zombies.
There you go. That's my next. Okay, I think they're close enough. Now I'm going to start dropping these things. So these start running, and they kill multiple zombies. They have 3 lives each. So 3 zombie deaths, 3 zombies collide, and by the time 3 zombies collide, then they destroy themselves. So 1, 2, 3, and then they're removed from the screen. So that should destroy one of these already. That one got destroyed because it killed 3 zombies. This one should probably go too. A little bit hard to keep track of.
Which is cool because they're not limited by time.
Yeah, they're not limited by time. So the more of these you get. Oh, and by the way, I can walk on them all I want. Oops, well, without walking onto a zombie would be good too. And they don't kill me. So, for example, let me just show you this again. My traps don't hurt me. Should give myself 100, you know, because that'd be like way cooler. Let's do that. We got 100. Now we got 100 because 100's better. Then I can really lay them out. So,
can you make them take an extra step before they heal over?
I could, but I don't want to. I could.
They're dying right in front of them instead of on top. That's
yeah. No, I didn't make this code very sophisticated, like like you're thinking there. Okay, good. I think I'm protected now. I can talk here for a while without. All right, chaos. Nobody's gonna get at me. But the point here is, you can see these are long-term traps that will protect you for a long time, level to level, which is great. But my favorite trap, and I'm going to reset this so you can see it, is the leaf trap. Now, the way the leaf trap works is it stays around for 15 seconds. It's got a limited lifetime. But it doesn't just stay there. It finds the zombie that is currently closest to you and kills it. Or it tries to. So let's go ahead and switch over to the leaf trap. Let's let some zombies get nearby. And let's just let one go. So it does its best to defend you from the nearest zombie. So you can, these are, I find, the best trap for when things get extremely chaotic.
Hilarious.
So the problem is they're also kind of dumb. If you have multiples of these going, they all go after the nearest guy. And so that's kind of good because they miss a little bit. Sometimes if they aim at a position, they're using the same AI that the green zombies use, in that they aim at the position the zombie is at, and then they go there. They don't keep looking at the zombie. So they say, okay, nearest guy, I'm going to move there. And in that time, the zombie has moved a little bit. So it may miss the zombie. However, because they move so quickly, they will, and sometimes they just go off on random rants and just get whoever is out in the forest. But the point is they move quickly enough to defend you in most situations. So when things get really hairy, you should be good to go. However, I noticed that as I played this, I sort of became dependent upon these guys, totally forgetting that the archers can get you anyways, because they stop off screen and shoot at you. So you're thinking, oh, I'm good. Nobody's going to get me. And then suddenly you die. And you're like, oh, yeah, I just got shot by an archer. That was good. I wasn't paying attention. So we're at noon. I'm just going to take you quickly into the codes. You can see we're at noon. We're at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever. I'm going to show you the code that does this for the mouse trap. And then I'm going to let people take a look at the spike trap and the leaf storm on their own. They are fundamentally the same, but the leaf storm is by and far the most complicated piece of code between the three traps. And I want to kind of leave it as an exercise because people will look at it, and if they've been following along, they'll say, oh, that AI code looks just like the zombie code. And then, so they'll see the DNA samples here, in a sense, where I've picked up prior code and reused it to make this high-powered trap. But let's take a look at the mouse trap.